I'm Michael Bungay Stenya, Senior Partner of Box of Crayons, where we help people and organizations do less good work and more great work. So let me share with you one important insight why you might be struggling with change, struggling to make changes you want to make. Because, let's face it, sometimes trying to change does feel like an act of futility. You define the change you want and you push it out into the future and you hope it stays there, but it keeps swinging back, and then you push again and it swings back again, and if you're particularly resilient you push yet again, but after a certain while it's just easier to give up. Now, you'll have greater success when you get clear on the deeper commitment behind the status quo, the anchor that keeps you stuck even as your sails fill with wind. In other words, before you focus on the there, you need to more deeply understand the here. Now, this is an idea that comes from Kegan and Lahey's book, Immunity to Change. It's a great book, and there's a link for it below. So let me give you an example of what we're talking about. I've long been committed to the idea of building a fantastic team here at Box of Crayons. Now, I have read all sorts of books and got any number of tips on how to do just this. But no matter how hard I focus on team greatness, in theory, in practice, the pendulum just keeps swinging back. Because the truth was, learning how to build a great team, this wasn't a problem that could be solved by knowing better tactics. I actually had to kind of rewire myself. So I worked out and figured out my deeper commitment to what the status quo was. A commitment that was actually at odds with this future plans. And with a bit of soul searching, I realized that the deeper commitment I had was to stay in control of everything, always. Which kind of explains why it had been hard for me to build a team. But having understood this, I could really begin to shift my center of gravity, and things could change, and in fact they have changed. So I want to leave you with this. What's your there? Where are you trying to get to? And what's the commitment behind your here that you need to understand first? If you'd like to learn more strategies for success, sign up for the Tools for the Time Crunch Manager webinar series. There are details at boxofcrayons.biz. And of course, if this video strikes a chord with you, you'd be doing me a favor if you shared it with a friend or two, or on LinkedIn or Twitter or on Facebook.